my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blush Lily here, and welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at who you will marry. The information that you need to know about your future spouse. 3 options for today's reading. This is option number 1 with a blue heart over here, option number 2 with this spotted one, and option number 3 with this green / red / something else is going on over here. Heart. See which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and begin. My lovely option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to the blue heart, get comfy. Let's go ahead and find out, who will you marry? Okay, so let me say this. If you're currently dating somebody, and if you're currently in some sort of situationship, and you might be thinking that this is your future spouse, it doesn't feel like it, guys, because it feels like this situationship, this relationship, this person, this whatever is going on with you over here, this is just the last step before you actually meet the one. Okay, this is general reading. Okay, I'm not going to go into explaining that this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but for the majority of you, I do see that there's something new, something else, because the connection that you might be experiencing at this particular moment, it kind of feels, it could be based on things that have to do with physical appearance, things that have to do with trauma and drama, and overall something that keeps you on an emotional roller coaster. However, when we're talking about your future spouse, this is more the energy of somebody who's calmer, who's more mature, who's more accepting, and who really knows what they want. Now, let me say this. For some of you, my darlings, your future spouse, it's somebody who might be far away from you at this particular moment with the energy of the star, the 9 of coins. For some of you guys, you're going to be marrying somebody who's very well off with the 9 of coins, with the 9 of pentacles, and of course with the star we could be talking about somebody who's quite popular, who's quite famous. Look at all of those aces. This is amazing. So again, they keep saying it's like when this person comes into your life, when your future spouse comes into your life, you overall, you become renewed. You see yourself very differently. If before you were somebody who would be getting lost in other people and your identity would kind of merge with theirs, here it's more about you being an individual, you being very unique, you being able to really stay yourself in a relationship. Obviously share some things with your future spouse, but here it's almost like a new beginning when it comes to you and your future spouse. And instead of taking your energy away, this relationship with your future spouse is actually going to add to your energy, add to your confidence, add to your ambition. Makes you believe in love again. It's interesting. Your relationship with your future spouse is going to change your perspective on what love is. Because I do feel like for a lot of you, it could be like a very unhealthy dynamic that you might have seen as love. Here with this person, if you do want children, you will have children. That's coming through very strongly. And your future spouse is coming through as somebody who is not necessarily older, but somebody who is very wise for their age, okay? So I'm not going to say like they're older. For some of you, they might be. But with the energy of the Hierophant, this gives me the energy of wisdom, an indication of wisdom that's coming through very, very strongly. Okay. As soon as your future spouse comes into your life, there's this energy where you guys are going to be excited to get to know new things, new people. And there's an indication where with your future spouse, my darlings, you're going to get a lot of support. Your future spouse is somebody who's very, very supportive. They don't compete with you. They make you feel like you guys, the two of you, you're a team. And through this relationship, honestly, guys, something falls apart. Something ends. It's like they keep saying a struggle ends. So for quite a few of you, you meet your future spouse at a low point in your life. And they come in with a lot of nurturing and beautiful energy that allows you to get back up on your feet. But you see, somehow the two of you will figure it out. So it doesn't become a codependent relationship. So it doesn't become the savior, that unhealthy dynamic, that savior and the, can't remember the name now, doesn't matter. Yeah, and they come through at a very low point in your life. They bring you back faith in humanity, faith in family, and the balance. So there's a very strong indication that you might be meeting through somebody you already know. And also some sort of trip, some sort of movement is indicated. Overall, you find yourselves. Like overall, you find yourselves with this person. It's interesting. Okay, let's find out more about this person. Who will you marry? And they're giving me a lot of foreigner vibes, guys. Foreigner vibes. Maybe somebody who was in military at some point or has to do a lot with IT or psychology. This is coming through very strongly. This person has a very analytical mind. But at the same time, they have empathy, So it's not somebody with a big disbalance. There's a nice little balance over there. This person wakes you up, honestly. They touch you in places you haven't been touched before. And I'm not talking dirty right now, although I might be a little bit, wink, wink. But I'm talking more about your heart, your soul, the level of intimacy you haven't reached before with anybody else. It goes deeper than anything and everything. And there's a lot of fear that's coming through over here with the devil. Fear of being disappointed by love. But the thing is, like, you guys have been dealing with a lot of night energy, which is a good energy, but it's not deep. It's something that comes and goes. It's somebody who can tell you they love you one day and then not love you the other day. This is somebody, who doesn't put or doesn't realize the effect that words and actions have on other person. So I would also say you guys have dated a lot of selfish people over here. But when it comes to your future spouse, like I said, that there's depth to them. And they have this interesting combination of somebody who's very light-hearted with the fool, but also who's somebody who's very wise. So you know that there's some people that are very deep, but they're so damn boring. And oh my God, they just go on and on and on, and they rumble and blah, blah. No, your future spouse is very different. They have the wisdom. They have the... I'm looking for the right word over here. And I can't find it. Anyways, self-awareness, there we go. They have this self-awareness, but they also don't take themselves too seriously. So they keep it light, they keep it fun, but you can always count on them. There's this energy of being able to count on them. Also, your future spouse, you know what, guys? This is somebody who can find a way out of pretty much any situation. They might take their time with it, with the energy of the Hermit. And there's somebody who likes to calculate things, right? But they find a way out. They always find a way out. Somebody who's quite outgoing and who's also been hurt a lot when it comes to relationships and family and all of that. But I mean, who hasn't been hurt, right? Who hasn't been hurt? It's just that they want you to know that, you know, there's life after separation, life after a broken heart, life after a divorce, regardless of your age and your life stage. Okay, let me see what else the cards want to say. They keep giving me the energy of the Emperor, guys. So it does still feel like your future spouse is somebody who is mature. They could be younger than you, they could be older than you. Either way, they're mature. Quite well off as well. With the King of Pentacles, usually King of Pentacles is somebody who is married. But in this particular deck, this is actually somebody who is single and they have disposable income, right? Could be somebody who is divorced. Again, look at your age. For some of you, this person is going to have children. And they're very popular. And they're very, very popular. Like, honestly, there's people fighting over them. When you meet, they might still have some story from the past. But, you know, we all have lives. We all have our stories. And the older we are, the longer our story. But I keep seeing, like, yeah, they will still choose you. There might be some issues when it comes to the past sort of coming back to them. You might see like a couple of messages you might not like. But they're going to prove to you that they're all about you now. That they want to commit to you, then they want to move on forward. Good chemistry over here. Good connection when we're talking about physical connection. It might, also for them, it might take them a little while to kind of make sure that you are the one. Because once again, they've been hurt and they're like, I don't want to ever go through that hurt again. But with time, they'll realize, you know, that this is definitely a connection of a lifetime between you and your future spouse. Between you and your future spouse. When you guys are going to be away for whatever reason, it feels like your future spouse is somebody who's going to miss you so, so much. Also physically, when you first meet, you might think that they're okay, physical appearance-wise, but the more you get to know them, the more attractive they are going to look to you. So I wouldn't say it's love at first sight, no. But this is a very realistic, stable scenario where you're not wearing those rose-colored glasses, but you see everything very, very realistically, very down to earth. But I'm just going to say that your future spouse is going to treat you like nobody has ever treated you before. Once they start investing in you, once they realize that you are theirs for life, or they want to make you theirs for life, guys, so there's nothing that this person wouldn't do for you. And I'm seeing you having a lot of fun together. When it comes to your marriage, when it comes to your relationship, you know, getting together with friends, celebrating, just having a good time, having like picnics, barbecues, whatnot. You know, it's all very nice and chill. And the good thing is, you know, after the initial drama of exes coming through and you guys kind of realizing how important you are to one another, afterwards, it's pretty much plain sailing, smooth sailing, right? So that's what I see for you, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read and you want to find out about your future spouse specifically, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. Patreon is waiting for you to take a look at it with over 130 exclusive videos. And of course, the main thing, don't forget to take good care of your amazing selves. Bye now. My lovely option number 2, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy, let's find out who you will marry, what the cards are going to be willing to say about your future spouse. So here they're saying that you're meeting your future spouse when you are in this period of kind of soul searching. And your future spouse is coming through as the King of Wands over here, and they kind of rock your world, right? There's so much energy that's coming through here with the King of Wands. He is going to charm you, or she, okay? Turn it around, whatever you need to, but sometimes I will just say he. King of Wands is somebody who's very charismatic, very good looking, magnetic, attractive. Some of you might be thinking, oh, okay, this sounds like trouble, because they are incredibly beautiful, incredibly handsome, and it kind of feels when the first time you see them, right, you'll be like, okay, no, this person looks like trouble, this person looks like heartbreak and heartache and all of that. But let me say this person has been a player, completely honest over here, guys. But with the energy of the Tower, they have done their playing, okay? They got it out of their system. They understood that there's no more value and no more fulfillment in one night stands, in those short-term relationships, yeah? There's somebody who's very, very competitive as well. I'm seeing somebody who might be a sports person or might have competed professionally or semi-professionally over here. Somebody with a very good physique is coming through, and somebody who needed to take care of themselves, right? For some of you, I'm seeing like, you know, this could also be an actor. We're not talking necessarily like a big actor, but you know, somebody who acted as extras or somebody who actually got roles in major movies. And somebody who might have been very impatient in the past, you know, somebody who's like, okay, I want this and I want it now, and they sort of went for it. Very ambitious, very driven. But like I said, it's kind of like with age and experience, they are thinking about changing their life over here. They're like, yes, I'm tired of not being able to talk to somebody. They're like, I always had somebody to, you know, kiss and hug and whatever, right? But I never really had anybody to talk to heart. And they realize that this is something that they truly are missing, something that they truly need. And they're ready. You meet them when they're ready for a relationship. You meet them when they're ready to settle down. You meet them when their mind changes. Still looking pretty hot though. So they might have had to struggle. It kind of feels like it was this period of struggle when a lot of people that they thought would have their back didn't. And this period of struggle has brought a lot of clarity to them. They're like, I was fighting for the wrong things. But this person, your future spouse, they have a very bright future. They're going to see things very differently over here, and they have a very, very bright future. When it comes to the Six of Wands, they're not somebody who gives up. They had to mature quite fast. They had things come easy to them for a lot of time. And then there was this period of struggle when they honestly just saw things from a completely different perspective. They had to face a lot of fears, they had to face a lot of rejection, but they got up, and that speaks volumes about their character. But their view on what's important to them has changed completely. And here they're starting life afresh, they're starting life anew over here. And when they meet you, they're like, I feel like this is my soulmate. I feel this is something that I was closing myself off for a very long time. They were closing themselves from love because they never really thought that they deserved love, or they never really believed in love over here. But you are soulmates. You're definitely somebody who's a soulmate. They might have had some sort of coping mechanism here that they had to let go of. And now they're like, I'm starting afresh, I'm starting anew. Okay. There's somebody who's very careful when it comes to, like, because now they got their money back, they have the financial stability, but now they're very careful with who they trust and how they trust. I am also getting the same as option number one. I'm getting a lot of foreigner vibes over here. And quite possibly the two of you meeting over the internet. They do have a strong social media presence, but they're very, very discerning with who they let into their life. Incredibly discerning with who they let into their life. Because now they're ready for that love. Like, now I don't have any time to waste. It does feel like your future spouse, like I said before, guys, this is somebody who's very good looking. Somebody who's going to be taller than you are. Even if you're very tall, they keep showing me somebody who's a little bit taller, at least a little bit taller. But for the majority of you, this is going to be somebody who's very much taller. I'm getting a lot of Gemini energy, a lot of Leo energy that's coming through. And your future spouse is also very, very talented, incredibly talented. They'll give you the financial stability that you're seeking. And they're saying, I want to build our relationship the way that it's comfortable for us. So it's something about maybe disregarding certain traditions or certain way that their parents or their relatives did something. They're like, I see things from a completely different perspective, with a Hierophant coming through in reverse. Their parents' divorce has played a very big role in the way that their character was being formed. And they're actually quite generous with the right person. They have a very bright future. And very much like option number two, my darlings, option number one, it feels like right now your future spouse is at a distance. Is at a distance. But something within them is calling you to them to you. There's some sort of special bond over here, a connection, especially when you're listening to certain type of music and you feel the words of the song. It's as if somebody was talking to you, and this is your future spouse talking to you. The universe over here is going to be bringing the two of you together. Number 10 and number 11 are coming through as important numbers. So it could be October, November, it could be 10 months, it could be 11 months, it could be whatever, it could be the day that you were born, it could be the month that you were born or they were born. Now, for your future spouse, physical attraction is incredibly important. They have a very good stamina, guys. Very good stamina. And the way that they're going to treat you A lot of people are going to be jealous because they're very, very generous. There's somebody who can give you the emotional support that you need. For some of you, you know, this person could be somebody who used to model part-time. Okay. Who used to have like endorsements. But they're ready. They're ready for love. And you, with your energy, you're going to transform them. Yeah, this is definitely, they're like, that's it. Once we meet, I know. They're not going to wait too long to let you know that you are somebody that they want to spend the rest of their lives with. And they're going to be so incredibly proud of you. Incredibly proud of you. They're like, I can't wait to make you my wife. I can't wait to make you my husband. They have a very sweet side to them. And they will give you tokens of appreciations. There's somebody who brings you breakfast in bed. They have a very romantic side to them that not a lot of people see because they had to embody this King of Swords energy, but they are very, very romantic. They will absolutely love the way that you look. They will adore you. I keep hearing adoration. There's a very big sex drive that's coming through over here. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's just there. They're like, I'm looking for somebody who can match my energy. Very experimentative when it comes to different things, but this person is also going to be your friend. When we're talking about the King of Cups, we're talking about somebody who you can really have a heart-to-heart conversation with without being judged, without being ridiculed or laughed at. You're going to relocate with your future spouse. You're going to relocate. There's a place of power that's waiting for you somewhere on the map. And the two of you, you're going to relocate together. And I keep saying, I will just know straight away. Guys, the passion over here, oh my gosh. The passion in your relationship, it's something else. And they will miss you terribly when you're not together. They will miss you terribly. Like overall, you know, you bring faith in humanity back to this person. And with you, they grow. And they grow massively. Like I said, this person has a very bright future. So do you, obviously, with them. And they will put their past in the past. They will put the past in the past. They have some very interesting friends that came through. They have some very interesting and influential friends. Not the ones from, like, again, past life, but the ones from this life. And that will allow you to also start something, to begin something, to try yourself in something. See, both of you, you're very afraid of being hurt. And the knowledge, the experience that the both of you have gone through is going to allow you to be very understanding towards another and be very careful with each other's hearts. Yeah, they're like, I'm willing to work on any relationship that is worthy of it. And with you, they're definitely going to see this relationship as worthy, you know, of working on. Yes, there are still going to be temptations, but, you know, this person you can trust. Yes, the temptations are coming through, absolutely. But with the Ten of Pentacles, this is somebody who's going to be able to be faithful to you. And who will want to be faithful to you and treat you like the biggest and the greatest thing that has ever happened to them. The biggest treasure is the love of the person that loves you. and whom you love. Like, this is the biggest treasure, something no amount of money can buy. And this is something that both of you are going to understand, and it will keep you very, very close together. If you do want children, they're showing me twins over here. A very good possibility of twins. Okay, my lovely option number 2, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email, and take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. Hello, my lovely option number 3. Hi, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at your future spouse, who you will marry. It's very interesting, guys, because they're showing me you as somebody maybe who spends a lot of time indoors and a lot of time fantasizing about your relationship with your future spouse, right? But it's like this energy where the universe is looking at you and saying, baby, I need you to go out more. I really need you to go out more, right? Because it's kind of like you're overthinking about things. The cards are saying you're already ready for a relationship. You might not think that you are, you might think that you haven't done the healing, but they're saying some of the healing needs to take place in that relationship, right? So you can't be like all perfect and healed, and nobody's ever completely healed, but they're saying you are ready, darling, right? And there's something about your charm, something about your beauty that you don't see, that you don't realize. Some of you might be having lack mentality over here, thinking that there are no good men or good women out there. There is. Trust me, there is. But the way you think right now, it could be something that subconsciously protects you from going into a relationship. So the cards are coming through with this loving, beautiful message saying that, darling, you are ready. You've done the healing you had to do in order not to make mistakes. The same mistakes that you did in the past. You're still going to mess up here and there, but that's absolutely normal. You are a human being, and that's all part of the journey. Okay? Stop expecting perfection from yourself. Stop expecting things to, kind of play out in a certain way. Release the expectations from you, from the situation, from your potential partner, and see how the universe makes this whole thing happen for you, right? You're going to come out a winner over here. Because somebody honestly took away a lot of your self-confidence, and now it's time to get it back. You, my darlings, option number 3, you're also somebody who can be very, very psychic. Very psychic and very... Like, you guys are an empath, definitely. And because of this energy of empath that was hurting you in the past, that was kind of going against you, you're like, okay, you know what? I do want a relationship, but it just, all of the other relationships were so much work and they were so painful and so on and so forth. And they're saying, the cards are basically saying even your future spouse is coming through saying, baby, it can be different. Now, for a lot of you, there's this energy that's coming through of being in a state of learning something new, right? So whether it's a new course or you guys are just going to decide to learn and pick up a new hobby or something along the way, and this is where you meet your future spouse. It could be that your future spouse is going to be your boss, somebody who's a teacher, somebody who's a lecturer, or somebody who comes through with a very good advice. Because here they're showing me you guys doing some sort of research, quite possibly that has to do with buying a house, renting a house, mortgaging a house, buying a car, purchasing something important, and also needing to get the qualification to advance when it comes to your career. The meeting is going to feel like a chance meeting. Here the universe is taking charge, and they're saying that, yeah, The meeting is going to be a chance meeting. And for a lot of you, the next person you're going to be in a relationship with is going to be your future spouse. I'm not seeing that there's going to be a lot of other people that are coming through. Because again, they keep saying that you're ready. Things are going to be progressing quite fast. This is what they keep saying. You're ready, you're ready, you're ready. Honestly, guys, I mean, I want to take a look at this deck really quickly. Yeah, helpful people, it's up to you. Yes, there's something better for you. Trust the process. Trust the process, right? So it's interesting. They're kind of saying that within the next couple of months, you're going to be asking for help from people that you didn't want to ask before. And you will find the compromise. And within the next couple of months, you will start believing more in romance. And 3 to 6 months, this person comes charging into your life. My darlings. Yes, it's coming in that soon. Because you're ready. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Let's find out more about your future spouse. Okay, so this is somebody who's very balanced. It could be Libra. This particular person could be working in IT. This particular person could be working in law. Doctor, policeman, government worker. Could be somebody who does research over here with the 7 of Pentacles. So this person is very balanced. For some of you, honestly, a surgeon is coming through very strongly with the 10 of Swords. You know, somebody who could be a medical lawyer as well. But look at the amounts of love, peace, and serenity they're bringing into your life. For some of you, I'm getting somebody who might have scars themselves or have a tattoo. It could be a co-worker. The way you have imagined them, interesting. It's funny, I was talking about releasing things, but for a lot of you, you're actually manifesting the person who's going to look exactly the way you want them to look, or very, very close. For some of you, they might remind you of some sort of star. I'm seeing somebody who's rather tall, so above average. And because this is a general reading, you know, they're showing me different types of people. So I'm not going to go too much into the details of looks, but what you find attractive, your type, this person is going to be your type. And this person is going to be your type, absolutely. Very stylish, I keep hearing, very sophisticated. For a lot of you, a whole package. They will think the same way about you. Very protective, you know, they keep saying like, maybe your life has been full of things that went wrong, full of situations where you felt like you had to struggle and there was nobody to protect you. This person is coming through with a very strong protective energy, and somebody who is going to bring joy and fun and a lot of jokes into your life. They're very adventurous. There's somebody who likes adventure. Somebody whose career is also going very well. And I would say, you know, your future spouse is somebody people listen to. Listen to and admire. There's no stopping them. Once they want something, there's no stopping them. A very strong character. They might have to deal with a lot of conflict at work. They keep saying like a lot of conflict at work. So they have very strong boundaries, and they can keep their head cool when they need to. I'm going to be completely honest, guys. Here they have a choice of who to spend their days and nights with, mostly nights. But I'm not seeing them being married or having children. I'm seeing them just focusing on themselves at this particular moment, but wanting you. This is really weird. They have, like, because they're manifesting you, but they do it subconsciously. Does that make sense? They want love, they want relationship, they want somebody who they can really trust, who they can really rely upon. Very driven. They have a lot of people who want something from them. So they're very careful when it comes to money. They travel a lot. There's something about having to travel a lot. Working over the internet. But they're dreaming of just having the one person, one ride or die. It's funny, but they have like this really shy and sweet side. They are saying that there's something about physical touch that's coming through very strongly. That's very, very important to them. Physical touch and words of affirmation. They want a place that they can call a home. They want a person that they can call a home. And they're not going to wait too long until they propose or ask you to move in or show the way that they truly feel towards you. Also, this person likes to read. They're a reader, guys. Generous. Very, very generous. They will remind you of somebody. They will absolutely remind you of somebody. Okay, let me take a look at this relationship dynamic. Oh, and another thing that's coming through, oh, this is absolutely adorable. They love pets. They love animals. They absolutely adore cats, dogs, you name it. They might have a couple themselves. A very sweet labradoodle or something along those lines. Yeah, they're like straight away. I'm going to make you mine straight away. They don't like this, like, oh, what are we, what aren't. They're very decisive. Very decisive. But vulnerable. You will see the side to them where they're very, very vulnerable. They want to make it official straight away. They want to put a ring on it. They're going to be quite jealous. There's this energy of jealousy that's coming through. Not overly jealous, but trust me, they will notice all the looks and all the stares you're going to be getting. They will want children with you. But they will also realize that you have a very strong character. There might be a time where they will be testing your boundaries, which is completely normal. When we meet somebody, we test their boundaries, see how far we can go, how far they can go. But there's going to be a period where they might be testing your boundaries, and you, by this point in time, you're going to have very healthy boundaries. So they're going to realize that you only accept respect and dignity and all of that good stuff. But they're very sweet, guys. Your future spouse is incredibly sweet. And they bring out the sweet part in you. Surprises. There's something about the way they sing, the way, like, the evening sun rays hit your face, light you up. It's like they love admiring you. They will absolutely love admiring you. Your pictures. Yeah, you're getting somebody who's very romantic, even though they might not seem like it. The more you get to know them, the more romantic they become. But this is somebody who's a leader. They might not tell you about their past straight away, but with time, they will tell you everything that you need to know. And they're saying you're my sunshine on a rainy day. When everything falls down, you will be the reason why I get back up. So it kind of feels like during your relationship, there is going to be a difficult situation, but it's actually bringing the two of you closer together rather than making you fall apart. They will deal with their demons, you will deal with your fears, and then the two of you meet. Look at this. The two of you meet, and it's like the world doesn't exist. Both of you, you're going to be very well off. Very well off. And once again, they're like, I'm jealous. Okay. But through the ups and downs of life, the two of you guys, you're staying together very strong because, again, if you resonate with the concept of a soulmate, this is your soulmate. All right, my lovely, option number 3, that's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. Don't forget to check my Patreon page out and take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye.